Hey guys, Etherway here, welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be showing you guys hands down the best way of making coins right now on FIFA 20. This is a method that every single top trader on the game uses. There are people who've already made 5 or 6 million coins within the first week or so of the game using this method alone. It's so effective, so easy, and with it you can make hundreds of thousands of coins in the space of just a couple of days. So if you guys do enjoy the video, if you do, don't forget to leave a like on it, subscribe if you're new around here, and without further ado, let's go on into it. So this method is known as flipping. It's something a lot of you guys will have probably heard of before, but many of you won't be entirely sure how to do it, as it is quite complicated at first, but as soon as you've got the hang of it, it's so easy, and you're making coins with very minimal effort. Now I'm going to show you guys a few players that over the past 24 hours or so I've flipped and probably made about 200k on. So we've got Dybala, who I think I got for about 90k or so, selling him for 110, Casemiro, who I got for like 25, Havertz, all of the cards there, the Havertz is what we've got for between 20 and 25k, and you can see here I'm selling them for like 35k, and I've got a few cards that I still have to list up. All these Depays are about 14k, that Hernandez was 55k, Perisic was like 6k, we've got Havertz, another one there that sold, a Depay that I think was about 15, Wijnaldum was about 24 I think, Semedo was around the same, and Schultz I think was 8k. Selling a Depay there, another one that I got quite cheaply, a Courtois that I got for I believe around 28k, and look at this, we've got a Havertz for 20,000 coins, and we've got another Havertz for 25k, and right now he is selling for about 35,000 coins. He's currently in the team of the week, so because of that, he's gone up a little bit in price. So what I often do is list these cards a little bit higher than what they generally sell for, and they do end up selling. You just list them for like 3 hours or so, that's what I do, and I keep repeating it, keep listing them up, and often overnight you find these cards sell. What I often do is list cards for maybe like 10% more than what I actually bought them for, or no, rather what they actually sell for, and often you'll find lazy buyers buy them and you make a lot of coins from it. So this Havertz here, I'm actually going to make like 9k on or something like that after tax, which is very nice. I've got Lozano selling, who I think was about 14k, and then I've got a few like informs and stuff listed for lazy buyers too, but they weren't got with this method here. So you can see the main trend here is all of these players are quite good. They're all fairly meta, and they go for between 10 and about 30 or 40k on the whole. Yes, we've got Dybala, who is a bit of an exception, but it was a good deal, so I thought I'd pick him up anyway. But I often find cards of this type of value, meta players that are popular, are the best players to do this with. Havertz is probably my favourite. I've made so many coins with him. Players like Alan are good as well, Eder Militao, Mendy. There are so many players. Literally just go to Footbin, any website like that, and check the most popular players. Any of those popular cards. Nicolas Pepe is another one. Like, there are so many you can just list if you look at there. Ben Yedder, so many players. They're all really good to flip with, and you can make loads and loads of coins with them. Basically, the main premise of flipping is you buy players when they're cheap and you sell them when they're more expensive, which sounds very easy, and it's quite simple because we have fluctuations throughout the market. On a daily basis, on a weekly basis as well. For example, daily, you often find player prices are quite low around 5 PM UK time, and then they rise up overnight because the majority of the player base of Ultimate Team are from the EU and the UK. And when they stop playing, obviously over the night time, there's less cards on the market, and because of supply and demand, it means those cards are a little bit more expensive. So often you can sell cards for more overnight than you got them for throughout the day. I snipe cards or bid on them to get them extra cheap around that kind of late afternoon UK time. So that's when I'm getting my cards. I'm normally sniping them. So I got these Havertzes, I believe, on Tuesday evening. They were really cheap because we had the Champions League SPCs, so there was a lot of panic selling, and the cards dipped down. So that was kind of a weekly fluctuation you can look out for. You see that Thursday, Friday, that's when player prices are at their highest because people are buying their weekend league teams. And then you see a bit of a weekend league sell-off where prices drop down around Sunday and Monday. And then whenever we have any promos and maybe like good SBCs, anything like that, you see players drop down again in price. So they're your good kind of buy times. They're the windows in which you want to buy players. You want to be bidding on them. You want to be sniping, getting those good deals. So I think Havertz was maybe like 27, 28k was his lowest by now, and I was sniping them for about 25k. And luckily one came up for 20k that I was able to pick up, and I got a few for about 23 and 24 as well. And now I'm selling them on. Today, when I'm recording this video, is a Friday, so people are buying their weekend league teams, so player prices are a real good high. We have a big injection of coins into the game on Thursday with rival rewards, which is why people buy their teams, and that's why player prices rise. So that is the basic premise of flipping. You want to look out for these types of meta players, and you want to pick them up at those low points and sell them at their high points. It is very simple, and you'll get the hang of this over time. You'll know what players sell for and what a low point and what a high point for a player is. So Havertz, for example, is a player I've traded with loads, so I have a good idea of what happens to his price. I know when a good time to buy him is, I know when a good time to sell him is. So often you'll find his low point is about 27, 28k, and his high point is around 35k or so. So if you see him ever get down to that low point, you can buy him comfortably knowing that you're going to be able to make coins on him. And I tend to try and get these cards about 10 to 20% cheaper than what they're selling for on the market. So if he's like 28k, I try and get them for about 25. And then I sell them for about 10% more than what the lowest buy now is. So right now it's 32k, around that, and I can list those cards for 35k, keep relisting them, and people will buy them because they're really meta popular players, and a lot of people will just buy the first one that isn't too expensive on the market, and that's how you get a lot of extra coins from this, by listing those players a little bit more expensively. And you can just do this so easily. Whenever you see a good buying window, I just invest all my coins into players. So I spent maybe like 200 or 300k on Havertz, knowing I'd be able to make back like 50, 60k on those cards, and all the other players I was making good coins on too. So you literally just want to find a list of meta players and go through them. Like Mahrez is another one I made a lot of coins on. The last round of flipping, I'd say, that I did before the cards you saw here. Mahrez used to be going for like 20k or so. He was going for about 19 to 20k at his low point, and now he's what, like 25k, 24. There's one there, but because he's in the team of the week, he's a little bit rarer, so he's more expensive. So on the whole, he's like 27k, something like that, 26, 27. So here's another card. Once you learn those fluctuations and you know what happens to the prices, you know when a good time to buy and a good time to sell is, and you can take advantage of that, hop on and make a lot of coins. I would recommend using Footbin at first to have a good idea of how player prices fluctuate. I'll bang up some pictures on screen now so you guys can see just how players fluctuate. If I'm a good YouTuber, I will do that. Hopefully I am. Hopefully I've remembered to put those on. But if not, you guys can go and check Footbin and you'll see player prices fluctuate very, very regularly. You don't want to just hop straight in and start investing in players. I would recommend thinking of a few players like Goretzka, for example, and just monitoring their prices every now and again, seeing how they fluctuate. And then you'll know when they're at the high points and when they're at the low points. So Goretzka, for example, goes down as low as below 30k and as high as nearly 40k on a regular basis. So I've got him before for like 28, 29k, and that was his selling price. There were lots on the market for that price, and now he's more expensive because, again, he's a meta player. It's Friday. People are buying these cards for their weekend league teams, but you will see these cards drop down as people sell their teams after the weekend. So that's when you can then try and snipe the cards and bid on them, maybe get them for like 30k or so around Sunday evening, Monday morning time, and then you can go ahead and sell the cards on later in the week, Thursday, when we've got rewards. Also, when the new team of the week comes out, you see a little bit of a dip in price there because people open packs. We often have SBCs on Tuesdays and Wednesdays too. If the Champions League is around, you'll have SBCs as well, so you see dips in the market there. And you can really take advantage. And something that makes you a lot of coins, and that's I think why Havertz went up so much, is if a player is in the team of the week. So if a player who's meta and popular on the game has a good game on the weekend and scores maybe like 2-3 goals, Havertz got a goal and an assist, I think, I instantly thought of him as a player that I wanted to target. Same with Mahrez too, because they're players that are going to be in the team of the week. They're going to be out of packs for a week, so there's going to be less supply of them. They're going to increase in price a lot more, and I can maximise my coins that way. So I think that's why Havertz went up so much, and that made him such a good player to trade with. So if, for example, Depay scores a hat-trick on the weekend, he's a player that I would target, I would buy a lot of, and I would know that he would go up even more when he actually started increasing around that Thursday and Friday time, because he would be out of packs. So there's some things to look out for. That's how I've been making a lot of my coins this year. You do need a decent kind of capital to start off with this. I think 100 to 200k is a good amount. You want to have at least kind of that, I think, to start off with this method, to be able to get a good amount of cards. Obviously, on a lower budget, you could get like one Havertz and make some good coins there. But once you've got a lot of coins, you can invest more coins, obviously, and make more coins back. So the more coins you have, the easier it's going to be, and the more coins you will be able to, of course, make. And it's very, very easy. Once you learn the trends on the market, honestly, like it's unbelievably easy. You just see a player at a good price, invest loads of coins into them, keep them for a day or two, and they rise up. It really is as simple as that. And this is something that you guys really do need to kind of like get a hang of, I think, if you want to make a lot of coins this year. It is the method that all of the top traders are using. Honestly, there are people with like nearly 10 million coins already, and it's the 4th of October. The game has only been fully released for like a week, and people already have millions and millions of coins. I've got like nearly 600k. I've got plenty of players still selling here. I've got plenty of investments in my club too. So I'm probably on maybe like 1.5 to 2 million if I sell everything, and I'd say a good like nearly 1 million coins is probably from this method here. It is so easy, and I do this basically on a daily basis because I know the prices of players, so I can get them at that low point. And then I sell them overnight. You want to list for lazy buyers overnight, that is the main thing. But literally just think of meta players. There are so many you can do this method with. I think the best ones are in that kind of 10 to maybe like on a higher budget. Obviously you're looking for more fluctuation to make coins because of tax. So someone like Edison, for example, who's a little bit more expensive. What's he like, 40, 50k? For example, here you would obviously be looking out for a little bit more of a fluctuation. So I find the players maybe like 20, 30k are the best ones because they fluctuate quite a good amount and you don't get hit too hard by EA tax, so you can still comfortably make a good amount of coins. So like Edison, for example, what's he currently going for? He's not one I've used this method with before. I tend to find outfield players do work better just because you can only use one goalkeeper in a team, and people often just stick with the same keeper, so they're not buying them that much. But yeah, Edison's like 46k. I imagine he'll probably drop to like 40k after the weekend, and probably rise up to like 48 or so around next Thursday. So that would be another good player, but you just kind of get the hang of those player prices. And if you find a certain player that makes you a lot of coins, stick with them. I've had a lot of success with Havertz and Mahrez. You guys may find that Witzel's a great player to trade with. Whatever, find a player, and if it works for you, stick with it, and you can make loads and loads of coins. But if you want to see more proof of just how effectively this method can work, check out the people that I will link down below in the description. Some really good traders on Twitter who use this method very regularly and make tons of coins, and they'll show more examples. They often tweet out lists of players they've been selling on. Yeah, hope you guys did enjoy the video. That is going to be the end of it. Hopefully it will help you out to make loads and loads of coins. Let me know down below in the comments what your current budget is, what you sell on, how many coins do you have if you sell everything. Let me know down below. I'll be interested in that. Leave a like if you guys did enjoy the video. Subscribe if you're new on here, and I'll catch you later. Take care.